Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 638. Before getting into this reading, chances are most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around, hitting the subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. My current goal is 500 subscribers, so I can have access to offering channel memberships. So if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. So before getting into the cards, I have quite a few messages first, and I'm going to start with interpreting the number 638 like usual, which brings the energies of unconditional love, especially for yourself. It can be outside of yourself, but it feels like there's more significance here on loving yourself unconditionally. But there's also the devil energy, unhealthy attachments, feeling bound or trapped in some way, maybe trapped in your mind in a certain situation, maybe both. The number 3 brings the energies of healing, growing, honesty, authenticity, and truth. I feel like being honest with yourself is very important for, like, as a message for this reading. And then the number 8 is about letting go, and I just saw a vision of the word infinity that I saw somewhere related to the number 8. So the infinity loop could definitely be significant for someone. Give me 1 second. I believe the infinity loop is about interconnectedness and energy, and how it can't be destroyed or created, only changed or transmuted. I'm getting like a sciencey Big Bang type of energy here, and I just saw 2, 3, 4, which is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. Someone might be particularly interested in space, the stars, the planets, astrology, and you're feeling drawn to that for a reason. If you watch tarot readings that are specific to zodiac signs from different readers, that feels like it could be significant as well. With 638, all of these energies combined, I feel like there's a concise message here about, healing, letting go of whatever is preventing you from loving yourself unconditionally, whether it's your own stubbornness or the stubbornness of those around you. And I just saw 333, which is confirming healing, growth, communication, honesty, authenticity, truth. Seek truth, I feel, is a little bit of guidance here. I also feel called to talk about how, before I started recording this reading, I saw the number 1010, and if you've been around my channel, you know that 1010 is a sign that your spirit guides are near. So I feel like for someone in particular that's going through a hard time, your spirit guides want to make their presence known to you, and they want to offer more light, more hope, more magic. For some reason, I just felt more transience. I don't even know what that means. But they definitely have some energy, some exchange, wisdom, awareness here to offer you. They might want to help you in searching for truth and finding the courage to be honest with yourself or with others. I feel like protecting yourself and your energy is important here too. Boundaries are essential. to creating a life that you deserve. Be mindful of where you're investing your energy, knowing that wherever you invest, it's going to grow. So if you invest in negativity, you're just going to create more negativity. But if you invest in more positivity, the light, you're going to create more light, which I do feel there is encouragement here from your spirit guides to communicate with them as a way of investing in the light to create more light in your life. I did see 432. So again, trust that everything happens for a reason. Your spirit guides want to make themselves known to you for a reason. You're in challenging, difficult times for a reason. And the only person who knows that is you. And the only way to find out is to reflect, to heal, to discover your purpose and what your past, your experiences truly mean on a spiritual level. Now I'm going to draw out a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what energies, signs, messages, whatever it may be, wants to come through for you from your spirit guides. They're really trying to connect with you, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm seeing this card. I have the Three of Swords in reverse, which upright it says, be patient with self, heartbreak, betrayal, wounds, self-expression, release, healthy solutions. This is really, really reinforcing the messages that I was talking about with healing. There's some pain, frustration, apathy, sadness, anxiety that you are carrying here, that you're being guided to work through, not only because you deserve peace and more harmony in your life, a healthier life, but also because there's wisdom to gain here, and there's a mission or a purpose for you to fulfill. And especially since this is a general reading, even if this was a one-on-one reading, I couldn't tell you what your purpose is. Only you know that. And it feels like the number 3, because of the Three of Swords and, you know, healing and all of that stuff being linked to the number 3 when I interpreted it in the beginning of this video, or whatever. I don't know if it was really the beginning, it doesn't matter. But pay attention if you see the number 3, 333, any variation of 3, the Holy Trinity might be significant for somebody. It definitely doesn't have to resonate for everybody, because I believe that's a religious thing. But I mean, whether you're religious or not, something about that concept might resonate for you. The number 369 could be significant. Things showing up in 3s. And now I'm thinking of the 3 of Cups. 3 people. There could be 3 people here that you're involved with, a group of people, you know, because 3 people is a group, 3 or more people. And I feel like this healing could have something to do with these 3 people or 3 parties, 3 entities. 3 things could really, really be weighing heavy on you. Now, that doesn't have to resonate for everybody. That feels like it's a specific message for someone who needs confirmation about the number 3. Me personally, I have found that number to be very, very mysterious. And now I'm thinking of the number 369, and I just saw that we're 9 minutes into the video. The number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. Your purpose here is being confirmed. And like I've been saying, I can't tell you what that is. And so there's definitely encouragement here to reflect, heal, find meaning, work with your spirit guides, work with your higher self, your shadow. Be less resistant, less stubborn. Let yourself heal and find the answers that you need so you can have a clearer way forward in life that doesn't feel so dreadful or meaningless, I want to say. Someone here could be struggling with a sense of meaninglessness towards life. Like nihilism, I think it's called. Now, do I personally believe that there's some cosmic purpose that we do everything that we do? I have no idea. But whether we do or not, you know, there's always a reason to ask why. There's always something to discover. That's the beauty of the unknown. What would we do without it? Life would be so boring, so uneventful if we knew everything. I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed with messages here. Let me think for a second. I have found that even if everything was for nothing, I could live peacefully without feeling like I have to have like some greater cosmic, you know, reason for why we do what we do. Because I still believe in creating a world that's healthy and peaceful. I still believe in fighting for justice and what's right. I still believe in change, whether it's people changing systems, changing even if they seem dismissive or unresponsive. Change takes time. It takes lifetimes, especially when you think about the scale of the entire population. But I feel called to circle back to, I just got a vision of this sketch of a reading that I was watching from a reader, 13 Moon Tarot. I mention her a lot. But a circle cycles feels significant here. There's a cycle here that you're being called to put to an end, and if you don't know what that cycle is, it is so important for you to know, to find out. It makes it even more important for you to reflect and to heal. But what was I talking about? Circling back to 3, 6, 9. Like I said, number 9 is about your purpose. Number 6, we already talked about that. Unconditional love, the devil energy, unhealthy attachments, and breaking away from those attachments, freeing yourself from a life led by fear. And then number 3, we already talked about that as well. Healing, communicating, honesty. Be honest with yourself, especially when it comes to your own intentions about your future. I feel like you're being called to take a serious look at where you're headed. Is it where you truly want to go? Do you really want to be stubborn and self-destructive? Is that what you really want? Truly deep down? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think what you really want is not only peace, but to make your dreams come true. You want happiness, and you want to experience joy in life. And that's possible. And you don't have to wait until you reach your goals. Happiness is now. Peace is now. Acceptance, gratitude, those things are now. Never feel like you have to wait to be happy or to be at peace, because nothing outside of you dictates how you feel. Only your thoughts do. I do feel called to mention here, when it comes to healing, thoughts are very important. And I know, as annoying as it can sound to hear, like, all you need to do is change your perspective, it's true. It's frustrating because we don't want to hear that. We want things to go our way. But wanting that is only going to make things harder and push us further from what we want. I think it's important for you to find a reason to change your perspective. Something that's meaningful to you. Because I could say, you know, I'm not going to know what to say to everybody. You know, only you know. And I'm feeling something here significant about your intuition as well. You can trust yourself. You can believe in yourself. You can. Stop telling yourself, I can't. Whether it's when it comes to healing, reaching your goals, anything is possible. Of course, you always have to be realistic, because then you're really believing in the impossible at that point. But if you want healthy relationships, that's realistic and it's possible. Your dreams, that's realistic and it's possible. I know even if it's a big dream, it could feel like it's not possible. But then, you know, what's a dream if it didn't take a lot of work to get there, if it didn't have to take a lot of daydreaming to get there? What do you daydream about? Because it matters. There's a real need here for somebody to connect with their inner child, reparent yourself, and learn how to soothe your inner child. When you are having your biggest fits, you know, when you're feeling the most frustrated, the most stubborn, that is like your inner child trying to claw its way out of something, if that makes sense. So listen to what your inner child has to say. Be there for your younger self, like you always deserved. Don't let the world, your past experiences, your parents, your friends, your job, dictate what you deserve. You know, sometimes you hear that only you decide what you deserve. But for me, this message is more about things that you inherently deserve, like respect, honesty, trust, basic things in terms of the way that you're treated. Never feel like you have to earn fairness. This is getting pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and draw out a card from this box of cards, which are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. For someone here, drawing, expressing yourself like creatively through drawing, there's a specific message here for someone about that. So keep investing in that creativity, even if it's not drawing. You know, that's a stronger message for someone else, but there is a general message here to invest in your creativity. And I want to say, because it matters. Your art matters. The way you express yourself matters. Who you are matters. The depth of your soul, your thoughts, your feelings, your passions, they matter. And you don't need the rest of the world to tell you that, to know that. But what was I talking about? Creativity, drawing. Oh, and I also got your ancestors for somebody, because I heard disegnare, which means to draw in Italian. And usually when I get messages in Italian, those are messages from your ancestors. So your ancestors want you to invest in your creativity. And if you do have Italian ancestors, there could be something here significant about ancestors that were alive during the Renaissance. I also feel there's something here about medieval times, not related to the Renaissance messages. I also feel like Irish, European ancestors coming through. Irish, British, Scottish. Feels like it could be more like northern or northwestern Europe ancestors, and of course southern, because Italy is southern. And now I'm feeling eastern. It's all of Europe, okay? So let's go ahead and get this card. Interesting. So I have, even more interesting. I forgot to say that I got a little glimpse of the number 14 that comes down to the number 5, which is a little bit of encouragement to embrace change, to transform, to heal. So I have the Death card, which is so interesting. It says, this is not going to focus. Big changes are happening in my life. And at the bottom, we have the number 13, which comes down to 4. 4 is about stability. which you could argue is also peace. Your root chakra could be significant as well. You deserve a healthy, stable, reliable home life that truly feels like home. The closest relationships deserve to feel like family, even if you're not related by blood. 13 is also, it's so interesting because 13 Moon Tarot. Number 13 for me, some people see it as bad luck, but like 666, it's the opposite for me. 13 is about good luck. And I feel like that's a reminder that you have the power to change or control the luck that you have. I personally don't really believe in luck. I believe we create our own luck, and it's more about karma and the consequences, or the reflecting energies of our actions and our, what's going on the inside, our thoughts and feelings. But this is some very interesting energy, because I was talking about cycles. Oh my gosh, we're still talking about 13 Moon Tarot. Maybe there's a reading that she did that resonates with you, and I just saw 2111, which I feel you're being called to trust yourself about what you feel called to release or let go, whether it's on the inside or the outside of you. Death is about cycles. It's an ending. It's the end of a cycle, which really reinforces the message of you needing to have a deeper understanding of the cycles and the patterns that you may be repeating. Because you can put these repeating patterns, these disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, you can put that to an end. You just have to recognize that you are in control and you have the power to do that, to create change. Big changes happening in your life right now. And I just saw 222. You are being called, at the very least, if you aren't already, to release very big things. Big, significant relationships, changing your way of life, changing a job. It's time to shift your energy so there can be a shift in the opportunities and the relationships in your life, in terms of like what you manifest. You are in control, you are powerful, and you are capable. I'm getting strong magician energy here. And the magician has the number 1 on it, and I've just got a vision of this 1 at the bottom of this box. And I just saw 2251 on the timer. That number 1 is a message about trusting yourself. 303 feels like it could be significant for you, and I just heard I'm going back to 505, which is a song, 505 by the Arctic Monkeys. Monkeys for somebody might have like a spiritual significance for someone, so if you feel called to look up the spiritual meaning of a monkey, I encourage you to do that. But is there anything else here? Even though this death card is upright, in reverse it says, I'm resisting change. Perhaps not everybody is resisting change. This could just be a confirmation reading for somebody. But if you are resisting change, I feel it. And all I can do is encourage you to learn how to not do that. To learn and respect what you actually deserve in terms of, how you show up, and ultimately what you manifest and attract in your life. Maybe if you feel called to, if you don't have enough awareness about it, learn more about energy work, transmuting energy, shadow work for sure. Definitely look into the shadow work, because I feel like, that's definitely related to healing. I feel like as your last message, I just want to tell you to believe in yourself. There's like some fundamental or foundational things here. Feeling that number 4 energy that's missing, that is making it harder for you to lead a life that you actually deserve. And you deserve to understand what is holding you back, so you can learn how to, you know, remove those blockages and not be held back anymore, and not feel trapped, and, you know, feel like you're, you know, whether, like I said, whether it's in your mind or in your reality, you have the power to free yourself, and your ancestors want you to know that for sure. Because I'm being reminded again of the word la libertà, which means freedom in Italian, and that's been coming through a few times, so that could be particularly significant for somebody.